Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. The good old USA uncertain crypto policies have prompted companies like Ripple to consider expanding its operations abroad. According to Garlinghouse, Ripple's CEO suggested that the United States adopt the British model in Singapore. In what ways do you think this news will impact the Bitcoin market and the US economy? In today's video, we'll discuss these issues and more. Sologenics co-founder and CEO Bob Ross commented on the SEC's cryptocurrency regulations through Twitter. Ross claims the SEC's tough stance is already affecting the crypto industry as the Ripple SEC debate nears resolution. He says the SEC's misguided decision to treat virtually all digital assets as securities demonstrates an inability to grasp the nature of this technology and will lead to needless legal battles for companies like Ripple. According to Raz, the development of cryptocurrencies has been delayed by the SEC's aggressive pursuit of crypto businesses. He warns that it has the potential to hinder innovation and force many businesses to relocate offshore. He claims Ripple has no choice but to adapt to the strict regulatory climate. Ross likens the SEC to a normal legislature that tries to regulate a technology it doesn't fully comprehend using archaic laws and regulations. He contends that it is a mistake to classify cryptocurrencies as securities because of their distinctive features and potential applications. Specifically for these types of assets, Raz argues that the SEC should have established new rules. Raz adds that the SEC irregularities have been exposed as a result of the Ripple litigation. All digital assets may not be considered securities, he argues. He speculates that Coinbase could be impacted by these changes. To better foster innovation and protect investors, Ross warns the SEC to abandon its enforcement-heavy agenda. CEO Brad Garlinghouse of Ripple Labs made the announcement of a $1 billion investment to expand operations at the Dubai FinTech event. According to Garlinghouse, the focus of Ripple's growth is not limited to international money transfers and liquidity. When the SEC claimed that William Heinemanns' controversial remark from 2018 was only Heinemanns' viewpoint, crypto pioneer and pro-Ripple lawyer John Deaton contested that allegation. Yesterday, Deaton stated that senior SEC officials influenced Heinemanns' controversial statement, rather than Heinemanns' own opinion. The pro-XRP attorney claims that there are 63 emails and 52 drafts from high-ranking SEC officials included in the speech. On the email chain containing the documents, Deaton replied to his tweet from July 22. Deaton disclosed last year that the Ethics Office and its head Dean Serrano are the only recipients of Heinemanns' documents email chain. Deaton's latest tweet prompted reactions from the crypto community. Ex-lawyer Mark Fogel provided his thoughts on the piece. Fogel brought the idea up again to Deaton. According to Fogel, the opinions expressed by any SEC official outside of an enforcement action or a regulation agreed upon by 5 commissioners are theirs alone and do not reflect the views of the SEC as a whole. He questioned why it seems that so few can appreciate SEC's point of view. Deaton claims that comprehension is widespread. He claimed that the SEC routinely presents transactional arguments, which Judge Sarah Netburn had previously criticized. Commission attorneys had been accused of lawlessness by the U.S. District Judge. New remarks from Deaton highlight a problem hinted at in Heinemanns' 2018 Yahoo Finance All Markets Summit speech. After being pressed by Ripple for evidence, Heinemann declared cryptocurrencies like Ethereum and Bitcoin to be non-securities. Many in the cryptography world took note. After being cited by Ripple, the paper by which the discussions about sexy speech arose came to be known as Heinemanns Papers. The SEC has stated that Heinemanns' comments were his own and not representative of the official position of the agency. However, Deaton disagrees. The SEC's stance shifted after Judge Sarah Netburn denied the agency's request to seal the materials. Judge Annalisa Torres reportedly just unsealed Heinemanns' documents. While waiting for the publication of the controversial documents relating to the legal struggle, crypto aficionados continue to speculate on the case and its potential results on social media. U.S. regulator SEC was involved in a war with Ripple, a blockchain firm. After hearing that Kylie Kizilcom, a member of Ripple's legal team, had withdrawn from the case, the crypto community began to assume that the case was nearing its conclusion, either through a settlement or a win for one side or the other. Sarah Netburn, a federal judge, criticized the SEC for its inconsistency and said the agency's lawyers didn't have an unwavering commitment to the rule of law. On May 26, pro-Ripple attorney John E. Deaton tweeted about a judgment from July 2022, stating that the emails were ruled discoverable and that SEC lawyers may deny the ruling all they wanted. However, if the lawyers for the SEC enforcement team had been honest, these papers would not be released to the public on June 13. Making reference to. In a public statement made on June 13, 2018, former SEC Division Director William Heinemann claimed that the Ethereum US was not a security if it was used as a commodity. There are nearly 20,000 additional cryptocurrencies, as recently highlighted by attorney Bill Morgan, and SEC Chairman Gary Gensler has stated that all cryptocurrencies other than Bitcoin are securities without SEC investigation. A large portion of them are political statements rather than legal ones. In addition, on May 28, he stated that the tweet was intentionally false and mischievous in order to sow confusion and chaos. It wasn't anything he was saying in 2021, his first year as head of the cult. It's convenient for his strategy, therefore he's saying it now. Actually, back in October, Ripple Hall Brad Garlinghouse, who had access to the Heinemann files, advised his company's investors that the truth, when it comes out, would shock everyone because to the shamelessness of the SEC's conduct. The legal news portal run by crypto law Garlinghouse reported this. Finally, in an interview on the eve of the redefined tomorrow, Garlinghouse voiced his expectation that the litigation against the sect would be resolved in weeks rather than months in light of the recent court judgment regarding the questionable Heinemann Papers. The 2023 Digital Gathering online meeting, the controversial case initiated by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, should come to a close in the next several weeks, according to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, despite public perception suggesting a ruling may take months. This estimate is faster than the one Garlinghouse gave. Garlinghouse stated his comments in an interview with Mukya Panik, CEO of Skeptics. Circle's CEO, Jeremy Allaire. Arbitrum CEO, Stephen Goldfeder. Chainalysis CEO, Michael Groninger. And Curve's co-creator, Michael Igorov. The 4th annual DeFi and Web3 Virtual Summit is being held by Skybits X, and many people are attending. According to Brad Garlinghouse, the presiding judge's recent decision to refuse the securities regulator's petition to seal the notorious Heinemann Papers is indicative of the court's mood, and he expects a decision in the current dispute with the SEC to be made within weeks rather than months. The Heinemann Papers are internal company communications and remarks attributed to former director of corporation finance William Heinemann, who stated in 2018 that Ethereum is not a security. The SEC has tried several times to have these documents sealed because of their potential relevance to the ongoing lawsuit against Ripple. In addition, Brad Garlinghouse claimed that crypto entrepreneurs and innovative advancements were driven outside of the United States because the SEC and the Biden administration favored politics above solid policy. The CEO of Ripple has stated that the strict U.S. regulations are a primary reason why his company serves mostly international clients. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.